Hi everybody. So problem with the major seventh chord is it's a bit milk and two sugars, isn't it? It's like, oh yeah, I don't want to create too much fuss. Oh, here I am. In fact, actually, the major seventh chord is a bit weird, but that's probably one for another day. If you're a little bit sick of the lounge chord, you know, you've had enough of this, then don't worry, we can do something pretty cool with it. So every major seventh chord is secretly a minor chord, right? If we look at the C major seventh and use our stupid guitar brains, you might see that there's a minor chord lurking. Probably don't know that one, but maybe that one. There it is. Ooh, it looks like a D minor shape. Lurking, this looks like an A minor shape, lurking within the major seventh chord. And that is something which we can use to our advantage. So for instance, if we see a C major chord, we can just play on this minor, which happens to be E minor. Now, most of the time we would add, just like a minor seventh to that, maybe even a fourth, make it pentatonic, which is a pretty cool sound in itself, and one that people like Pat Metheny tend to gravitate towards. But what if I was to tell you that we could actually add a major seventh to that instead? The flat third or sharp 9. Isn't that weird? And also the sharp 11 from the second degree. So sharp 9. So the overall sound is like C major, sharp 9, sharp 11th. And it just so happens that actually, because we've got this minor major seventh chord here, this E minor major seventh, lurking within that chord, with the ninth as well, is a B major triad. So we've actually got a B major triad over a C chord. Pretty crazy, huh? And it sounds absolutely natural to me. Slightly twisted, slightly exotic, but absolutely natural. So this means that we're basically playing a chord a semitone lower than the root. So this kind of thing. Which puts it in the realm of, we can have the major third as well. If we leave the major third out, we actually end up with this thing, which is like a C minor major seventh. What if I was to tell you can actually go full diminished, because major sixth, full diminished. That's pretty cool. So this is a number of upshots. Like first of all, if I just play it as a substitute in a 2-5-1 line, that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? We're actually effectively moving from the B major to E minor. So we were kind of playing B major to E minor over C. So, and for an ending chord, you've done your business, you're kind of winding up the tune. Something like that, I think that sounds really good. So there's a few things to consider with this marvellous sound. First of all is that actually there's some tunes which go 1 flat 2. A good example would be Beatrice, F major to G flat major. What if I told you that you just carry on playing the F major triad over that? You could also play it over the E flat, of course, because it becomes the Lydian F over E flat. That thing. Okay? This actually does belong to a scale, and the scale it belongs to is the harmonic minor. So it's E harmonic minor, the harmonic minor on 3. Fairly easy to remember. And if we go through the E harmonic minor in triads, we have, E minor, F sharp diminished, G augmented, A minor, B E major, C major. So you see that semitone thing there. And we can do things like, if you know your Goodrich cycles, you use a cycle 6, we can move through the chord progression like that. And you can see that we've got major, 6, half diminished, minor 6th there. It's an inversion of F sharp, minor 7 flat 5, or A minor 6th. And then diminished, full diminished. You also have that major 7th sound as well, and so on. So that means we've got a lot of complexity. And actually, if you listen often to, well, for instance, the Oscar Peterson version of Misty, kind of references that sound. And people often call this sort of thing a common tone or cadential diminished 7th chord. So if I'm playing a 2-5-1, there's one in chord Cavallo, for instance. So it doesn't feel like a weird sound. And this means that we open up all sorts of possibilities. One could simply, you know, play a major to a minor. So if I'm going, that's one possibility. Diminished. How good does that sound? Really nice. Or B to C, as I've already done. Or you could do the A minor 6th. Great thing to play around with on static chords. For instance, like in a Urge, you have that floating F major chord, and you play like. You can play the Lydian sound, of course, G over F. But if you want to intensify the sort of exoticness of it a bit more, play an E major over the F. This is a way of just like generating more interest out of major 7ths, especially major 7ths that sit around for a while, like especially in modal tunes, In a Urge being an obvious choice, or Little Sunflower, things like that, where you get extended major 7ths, and you kind of run out of things to play. This is a nice option. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.